Good day everyone. So I am Jim Woody Silat. So this day I am going to discuss my assigned topic, which is the compassion. Now the compassion it's all about the caring, sharing your problems to other people, loving, and also empathy. So according to Kano et al. So the compassion is an relational involves noticing an other person pain, experiencing an emotional reaction to his or her pain, and acting in some way to help or ease or alleviate in the pain. So the compassion it is defined on how the people to be compassionate, or the other people, and how you help to someone, especially for those people we need your help. And also it involved on how you notice the other people, especially in their hardest situation. So the compassion is literally means suffer together. So among of the emotion, it is the defined as to the feeling that arrives to confront or with others or the suffering, or you feel to motivate or relieve that suffer. So in other words, the compassion is from the Latin words passio, which means to suffer, with the prefix "com" meaning together, or to suffer together with. So in this statement, this reflecting on how the willingness of the people to understand and reduce the pain or the hard in the hardest situation. So therefore, the compassion it involves the sense of connection of the other suffering to motivate and supportive action, and encourage the sense of togetherness and feelingness challenge. So it means that, for example, if you can see the other people, which is the other problem, there's so many problems, so you can give motivational words, or you can give an advice on how to come up on how to resolve on these um, problems. That's why the suffering can, um, we can see the meaning of suffer is together for those suffer, and the suffer together with. So we can be united for those the other people. You can be united. So according to Castle 2004, there are three requirements to become a compassionate people. So the number one is the trouble that evokes in our feelings are serious. So uh, I know some of us, we can encounter a different uh, challenges, different troubles, different problems. So it can throw feelings that serious that becomes in our life. So in order to avoid in this situation, we need to acknowledge and address our emotional response to other people to help or understand why the certain issues affect or deeply to motivate or to make an action, or the in these issues to affect and deeply to motivate us uh, to seek our solution. And also it is deciding or balance in our emotional response with the critical thinking. And we can also big and perspective to effectively to address our challenge. So to in order to avoid in this problem, you need to share your problems. You need to share your what is your problems, especially in your personally. So in other people, the other people, you can make you an advice, we can make you an motivate on how to avoid and those problem. Next is the suffer trouble not be self-inflicted, di by result on adjust to fit. So in this statement, we suggest the genuine compassion extend up beyond individual's situation. So it emphasizes the distinction of the self-trouble. So this perspective promote an understanding, support our solidarity with those experience of difficulties. So in order to achieve or in order to avoid in this situation, we we can support, we can share to other people, especially to our friends, we can share in your problems. So in this perfect perspective, we can represent or respect this perspective, we can origin our challenge to promote our inclusive in their society. So number 3 is we must able to picture ourselves to the same placement. So it emphasizes the necessarily empathy to truly understand and offer to support. We imagine ourselves or facing in the same difficulties by others. The we can experience our insights or their experience or to encourage the connection of the compassion. So this process, we can humanize in their struggles by promoting the meaningful of response. So it is an importance to be a perfect perspective thinking in nurturing the empathy of solidarity. It is also the reminding us to be approachable in other when it comes when we have a challenge to understand and willingness to help our other people. So according to Vin Canov et al. 2004, so there are 3 elements of the compassion. The first is noticing. As you can see, class, noticing is very important to us. If you notice someone or suffering or determining requiring openness and respectivity or other emotion. So if you notice or someone, we can see ourselves is very happy is because it it because you will notice, especially on those your friends, your and so on, you will notice in their public. So the noticing, it is the someone suffering or determining requires openness and creativity of other persons. It involves the action to be seen or signal in daily interaction. And also, it is understanding the pain or they may be experience. So, the initial step of awareness, daily foundation of empathy to encourage the meaningful of connection. So, by paying on attention, we support or the other's feeling to experience that we can comfort and assist to demonstrating our care and understanding. So, in overall, noticing is served as an active the first step towards building compassionate relationship to correspond effectively to our needs of around us. So, if you notice the other people, so we can see ourselves is you have a caring, you have a loving, you have very you are the compassionate people. Next is feelings. Now, what is the feelings? If you are noticing in other people, so the feeling is compassion involved in social aspect. So it involves the around of understanding, sharing the problems or the to the other people. So this empathy can vary the intensity or the duration or engaging the moment to during their experience. Whether or more less intense, the compassion is entails to acknowledging and emphasizing with someone else. So it is feelings also, it is all about the standing and solidarity of offering to support our briefly. So this social emotion, see, it is the interconnection of humanity. So it is an important to us to emphasize and encouraging and understanding the compassion within the communities. Next is responding. So the, this statement is entails an action or how show in action to someone pain. So it is also aiming to support them, our thoughts, our compassionate responsibility, or prioritize comforting or aiming or even fixing in their problem. So it acknowledges of some issue not to quick or rely in the solution. And also it emphasized by emotional to support our solidarity. For instance, listening, responding is offering compassion to can be compassionate as solving a practical issues. And also it encouraging to our deeper connection to help individual to navigate in the hardship with resilience and understanding, even didn't solve in the problem. So to become compassionate people, for example, if you will notice in your friends, and also you have an respond to us. I think that's all of my topic. So in my conclusion, the compassion is encompassing the elements of noticing, feeling, responding. It is the guide on how the human connection to support, and also noticing it, recognizing the other suffering with openness on perspectivity. So the feeling connection is means the emphasizing of sharing their pains. Responding entails the offering to support our comfort or prioritizing empathy over an immediate fixes. So together with this element from a powerful framework for understanding and connection and this resilience in the face of diversity by the active of engaging, noticing, and feeling, and responding with the compassion. So we contribute to a more empathetic and supportive world where individual feels seen and heard to support in their struggle. So that's all of my part. So sa the benefits of compassion is reported by Miss